Greetings, friends. We continue our fantastic wellness series, and today we will learn an exercise called archery in 3 directions.
Сегодня мы разучим упражнение, которое называется стрельба из лука в 3 направлениях. Это
This is the 4th exercise of the complex. How is it performed? To begin with, I'll show it to you, and then explain it. How we move our legs, what we do with our hands, and then we combine it all. That's the task we have today. So, we stopped in this position after the 3rd exercise, and move on.
И двигаемся дальше.
This is how this wonderful exercise looks like.
Это замечательное упражнение. Итак, мы прежде всего
So, in order for the lung saturation to be of better quality,
для того, чтобы сатурация легких была более качественная, наполнение, то есть альвеол кислородом происходило более качественно, для того,
in
чтобы
order for the airways to work well,
хорошо,
we need to open the lung canal and the colon
мы
canal.
воздействуем разными способами на канал легких и канал толстого кишечника. В
In
данном
this case,
случае мы
we
это
do it
делаем
with
с
the help of
помощью
an exercise, a
упражнения,
very
известного
famous
упражнения,
exercise called
которое
archery.
стрельба из лука. Почему мы
Moreover, we do and
выполняем это
perform
упражнение
this
в 3
exercise
направлениях,
in
что
3
дает нам еще
directions, which gives
дополнительный
us an additional,
оздоровительный
health-improving
эффект.
effect.
Итак,
So, we go
мы
out first of
выходим
all to the side.
прежде всего в сторону, вес
Body
тела.
weight. Remember how we move body weight. According to the principle of empty full,
Укореняемся
we
на
take
одной
root on
ноге,
one leg. The
вторая
second
нога
leg is
пустая,
empty.
мы
We
оставляем
leave it
ее
so that the feet become
так,
parallel
чтобы
at a
стопы
distance
стали
of 3 or
параллельно
3.5 feet.
на расстояние 3 или 3,5 стоп. То есть
In
вот
other
это вот
words,
среднее
this is the
расстояние,
average
позиция,
distance, a
которая
position
называется
called horse
позиция
position
лошади
or mabu position.
или позиция мабу.
At the
Одновременно
same
с этим
time, we put our
мы
hands in front of us.
выставляем руки перед собой. То есть вот мы
We put our
отставили
foot
ногу
to
в
the side.
сторону, да.
Then
Затем
we
мы
raise, that is,
поднимаем, то
straighten
есть
the right knee,
выпрямляем правое
bend the
колено,
arms at the elbows,
сгибаем руки
press
в
the ball
локтях
to the
и
chest as
сжимаем как
if.
будто бы мячик к груди. Руки
We cross our
скрещиваем
arms in such a
таким
way
образом,
that the
чтобы
Dali
точка
point,
Дали,
which we will
о
talk
котором мы
about
еще
later,
будем говорить,
located on the ray of
находящаяся
the
на
carpal
узловатой
fold,
складочке,
here.
вот
This
здесь
is the
эта
point
точка
of the
называется
pericardial
карпус,
canal,
стала
becomes
прямо
directly
напротив
opposite the
точки
tiking
Дали на
point, the
середине
middle of the
груди.
chest.
Вот
That's
так.
it.
Причем
Moreover, there should be a
снаружи
hand of the
должна
same name
оказаться
on the
рука
outside, with a
одноименной с
retractable
выдвигаемой
leg.
ногой. То есть
That
если у
is,
вас
if the
левая
left
нога
leg is
выдвигается,
extended,
значит левая
then
рука
the left hand
должна
should be
оказаться
outside.
снаружи. То есть сначала
At first,
раз,
once, we stretched out our
вытянули руки,
arms,
как будто
as
бы
if we were
мы
standing
стоим
under an
на
umbrella,
зонтиках,
and looking for
и
raindrops when they
выпрямили,
fall on
или
our
капельки
palms.
дождя, когда они упадут на ладони.
Straighten
Выпрямляем
the knee,
колено,
straighten the legs.
выпрямляем ноги. Два.
2.
Руки
Arms at chest level,
на уровне груди. Слишком
not too
близко
close
и не
and not too
слишком
far.
далеко. Очень
It is very
важно,
important that our fingers do not
пальцы
strain.
у нас не напрягались.
The hands are in a
В
relaxed state.
расслабленном состоянии это
This
положение
position of the
кисти
brush is
называется
called the
крестовым
willow
положением.
petal.
Для
In
того,
order to
чтобы
check yourself
проверить
how
себя,
correct
насколько
your brush
правильно
is
у
in this
вас
position,
кисть в этом
you can put
положении,
your hand on your
надо
head,
положить руку
relax
на
it,
голову,
and this is the position that is
расслабить ее,
formed.
и вот такое вот положение образуется.
There is a small amount of air between the fingers, the brush is quite relaxed. Fingers are not placed, we do not group in any way, that's how relaxed the brushes are. But at the same time, not sluggish brushes, that is, they are filled. So we took a step aside. Once, they stretched out their arms, crossing them. 2. Straightened their knees, pressed their hands to their chests. The following, we grouped the brushes before making the next move. We transfer the weight of the body to the right leg, unfold the body, and spread our arms in such a way as if we were holding the shaft of a bow in this hand, and here we have a bowstring with an arrow. We pull this bowstring to shoot in front of us. Noticed. The palm is pushed forward, and the elbow is directly in the opposite direction. If you look at it from the outside, you get this kind of movement. The weight of the body on the right leg, turn the body 90 degrees and pull the bowstring. At the same time, we push this palm and the elbow of the other in the opposite direction. That's it. All right, now about the position of the hand and hands. We collect the fingers by bending in the first and second phalanx. That's the way it is. And the second hand bends in the same way, the fingers are together, but we leave the index and thumb not bent. And among themselves they are in this position. The right angle is practically. The membrane between the index finger and thumb is elongated. That is, it is not soft, but elongated. That's the way it is. That is, the hand is slightly assembled in a semicircle. You know, there are streamlined mirrors like this, and here is such a hand. That is, on the one hand, we seem to be pushing straight, but with a slightly unfolded brush. Our task is to open and stretch the lung canal and the colon canal as much as possible. To do this, we extend this hand. The second arm, which bends at the elbow, it is pulled back. Here, on the contrary, we seem to be squeezing this channel. Here, we are achieving a very interesting effect. In fact, this principle will occur repeatedly in different complexes. And the effect of flexion-extension, compression-relaxation. Surely you may have had such an opportunity as a child to play with a hose with water, or have seen others do it. If you squeeze the hose, for example, even if the pressure is weak, wait a little bit, the pressure accumulates, then let go. And this jet of water can splash much further than it poured just like that. Sometimes children play like that, unexpectedly dousing each other. And it's the same here. We squeeze these channels, the lung channel, the colon channel, and then let go. That is, they were pinned down here, and then released. So that was the first move. Archery right in front of you. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3. We form the hands, unfold this brush. Here we turn it, stimulate the forearm. The weight of the body shifts to the right leg. Unfold the case on the right. We pull the bowstring. The left leg straightens up. The right one bends. 4. The next phase. We bend the left knee, and we transfer the whole composition of the archer to the side. It turns out, archery aside. At first it was in front of itself, now it is to the side. The knees are bent, the body weight is evenly distributed on both legs, and we shoot to the side. There is also a small fixation here. The next phase, we transfer the weight of the body to the left leg, and the right leg is supported by a sock. We take the heel to the side. The knee of the left leg does not go anywhere, that is, it is fixed here. Here, it's like a stopper here. With the right foot, we stimulate the Yun Quan point, which is located on the sole of the foot under the pad. That is, we stimulate the beginning of the kidney canal in this exercise in addition. From here, we transfer the weight of the body here, and again we turn this combination with our hands together with the body, but already behind ourselves. In other words, we turned 180 degrees. This foot, the heel turns 45 degrees and is fixed in this position. We close the pelvis in this way and look back, shoot back. Also a small fixation. So we shot forward, sideways, backward.
Вперед, в сторону, назад.
Or at least, they intended to shoot, opening the lung canal and the colon canal.
Канал толстого кишечника.
This is the first part of this exercise. Let's try to do it together.
Выполнить вместе. Итак,
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Замечательно.
Wonderful.
Что
What else is
очень
very
важно
important in this
есть
exercise?
еще в этом упражнении? Мы
In
с вами
parallel with the fact that
параллельно
we
с тем,
work
что
with the
работаем
lungs,
с легкими,
as we have
мы
already
говорили,
said,
что
any infection
любая
works in a
инфекция,
destructive way in all
она
organs.
работает, ну, как бы разрушительным образом по всем органам. Если
If one
нарушается
system
одна
is
система,
disrupted,
это
it will
непременно
certainly
бывает
disable the
всю
other
другую
system.
систему. В
In
частности,
particular, metal defeats wood.
металл побеждает дерево, да? То есть есть
There is
такой
such a
термин,
term
когда вы будете
when you
изучать,
study,
и мы с
and
вами
we will
будем
study,
изучать
the Eusen
систему
system
УСИ,
and the 5
и,
elements, you will
пять элементов. Вы
understand
поймете,
that a
что
weak lung condition
слабое
directly
состояние
affects the
легких
condition of our liver.
напрямую влияет на состояние нашей печени, выводит
Puts
ее
her
из
out of
строя.
action.
Таким
Thus,
образом,
in order to work
чтобы
even further
проработать
with our liver in this
дополнительно с
complex,
нашей
we
печенью
use
в
such
этом
refocusing.
комплексе,
Since the
мы
windows of our liver
используем
are the eyes,
такую перефокусировку, так как окнами нашей печени являются глаза.
we focus attention, first of all, in order to get the maximum effect from this exercise. We focus attention on the points that we worked out with you in the first lesson, in one of the first classes. This is the point of Xiao Shan and Shang Yang, that is, at the tip of the thumb and at the tip of the index finger. We focus our inner attention on these points. Moreover, we follow the index finger of this hand with our eyes. When we withdraw our hands, first we look at the index finger, then we refocus from the index finger into the distance. Mentally, we imagine some point in the distance where we are going or intend to shoot an arrow. We focus on this point, then refocus on the index finger again, and start to turn around. We came out here, refocused now in this direction, into the distance, took aim. In this way we work, we strengthen the work, through the lens of our eye, through our pupil, we strengthen the work of the liver. As the liver affects our vision, so does our vision and vision exercises affect the work of our liver. In addition to working with the lung and the large intestine all this time, we also work with the liver. We got here, looked at the finger, refocused, looked into the distance, found a point here that we are going to shoot at. Then, we refocused on the finger again, we look here again, and refocused into the distance again. In other words, we get 3 refocusings. First we look at the index finger, but we focus our inner attention on the points of Xiao Shan and Sheng Yang. And then we look in front of us, into the distance, here again on the finger, far away here again on the finger, and here in the distance. In addition to all this wonderful, we are here again using a very deep breath, a very long breath, with a slight fixation at the end. That is, it all happens on a breath. Look again. Here, the breathing is natural, and the inhalation begins. It's all a breath. It's all a breath. And here is the exhalation. And when we exhale, having turned around in this way, we relax the hands, turn the left palm to the sky, and the right one, here it is at the level of the collarbone, we turn to the floor. It was just stretched, relaxed here. That is, if you look at it from this side, it turns out so. Okay, relax. And from here we start, that is, we exhaled, relaxed and exhaled accordingly. That is, we no longer hold our breath. At this moment, relaxing our hands, we exhaled. And then, we take the next breath from this position. Look, we pull out the index finger again. The right hand is already stretched. That is, we open the channel of the large intestine. We make such a circular vertical movement. Here we made a horizontal circle, shooting with a bow or intending to shoot with a bow, and here we begin to raise our hands one after the other vertically. That is, first we stretch out the hand in front of us, pull out the tip of the finger, it is like a leading one. You know, when a diesel locomotive goes, it pulls the cars behind it. The movement from the index finger here is such a circular, here is such a vertical. And then there is the left hand turned to the sky. And here, the main or moving finger is the thumb, that is, we pull out the lung canal. That's it, along this trajectory. The legs accordingly unfold, the pelvis unfolds, the body weight returns, and is evenly distributed on both legs. At the same time, we rotate our head, that is, we do not just look at one hand, then the other, as if we are drawing a rainbow over our head. But we do this not only with our eyes, but also with our neck, additionally working out the very point of Dejui, from which we started this complex. A very important point affects all yang channels, hand and foot yang channels. It turns out that you and I shot a bow, that is archery in 3 directions, exhaled. Here begins to stretch out such stretches. We unfold the pelvis, unfold the knees, and sit down in the Mabu position. You can already go a little lower, closer to the classical opposition. The classic opposition to Mabu, again, regulate yourself, because everyone has their own different abilities and different training. We sit on our heels, thighs parallel to the floor and perpendicular to the shins. There is no deflection in the back in the Mabu position. The coccyx stretches down, the crown stretches up. It turns out that this is the situation. In this way, we return to the starting position, unfolding the pelvis, unfolding the body, and rotating the head, accompanying the hands with a glance. When we go out, as I have already said, that the leading hand in front of the standing hand is the index finger, that is, here we pull out our colon canal in this mode in addition. Everything else follows the thumb. Accordingly, there is an extension and an additional opening of the lung canal. So we turned around, sat down in the Mabu position, put our palms one on top of the other. That is, if we had the left one behind, the right one in front, then the right one thus comes to the lower dantian, and the left one covers it. Palm to palm. Moreover, the points of Logan should fall on each other. The middle of the palm on the middle of the palm, that's the way it is. And at the same time, we sit on our heels, evenly distributing the body weight on both legs. Next, I remind you once again, breathing is in these exercises. So this is where we get off. Breathing is natural here, and this is where the inhale begins. The inhale continues. Inhale. Exhale. Then inhale. Exhale. That's the way we come here. Then we slightly stand up, take a deep breath again. From the bottom of the abdomen, we pull in the stomach, tighten the perineum, squeeze the anus, expand the chest, inhale, and we close, lock the breath, hold it. We sit down again on the same level, and at the same time, unfolding our palms, we begin to massage the Logan points again. This is how we work out the pericardium again. That's it. It's all about holding your breath. That is, look, we took a breath. Sit down, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. More precisely, it was all on the inhale. While holding my breath, I'm sorry, there was no exhalation. That is, we did it here again. We have already come here. Exhale. Here we inhale, stand up, hold our breath, sit down, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that it becomes hot with the palm of your hand. We lower the handles like this, as if we put our palms in a streamlet or just into the water freely with an exhalation. Then we lift up, pull the handles here under the lower ribs, pulled them in. We sit down. Once again from the beginning. That is, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Holding your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, inhale, stand up slightly. Exhale. Again, we lower our hands into the stream, as if at 30 degrees like this. The hands and forearm rub against the sides at the same time. We sit down. Next, we connect the palms, bring the edges of the palm together. We look at the points of Laogan. With our toes, we press lightly into the floor, as if we are grabbing the ground. We bend the fingers of the hands, bend the arms at the elbows, straightening the knees. That's the way it is. That is, the shoulders are in place, only the arms bend at the elbows. We raise it up to chest level, unfold the brushes at chest level, at the level of the Tanzong point. At the same time, the shoulder, forearm, and hand are at the same level. Take a look. Inhale, exhale. Here's a breath. And accordingly, this is now showing only the movement of the hands. And then, the hands descend with an exhalation down, and again we spread our palms down, and then we unfold. And now what happens to the legs at this moment? We are part hands, part legs, then we will connect it all, then it will be even more fun. That is, everything is clear with the legs here. We put our foot to the side, so we came out here, took a breath. Exhale, inhale, inhale. Holding your breath. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, inhale. Exhale. They brought their palms together. When we bend the fingers, we transfer the weight of the body to the right leg, putting the legs together. Exhale. At chest level. That's it. That is, the shoulders, forearms are on the same level. The arms are relaxed. And exhale. We lower the energy from the middle danshan to the lower danshan. It's like we're cooling it down. The heart and kidneys always mutually affect each other. That is, the humidity of the kidneys and the cold of the kidneys cools and refreshes the heart, and the warmth of the heart warms the kidneys. And it turns out such a mutual influence. Exhale, the handles are turned around, and again palms to the top. This completes the first cycle. In the same way, in the other direction. It turns out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9. Delay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Let go, exhaled. 1, 2, connected. 3, we carry the weight of the body, at the same time we bend at the elbows. 4, 5. Straighten your knees. We are here, hands at the level of the average danshan. 6, 7, 8, slightly sat down. When we sit down, we open the min-main area. From this position, we practically started. The only thing was that the legs were shoulder-width apart, and in the same position we finished, only here our legs will already be together. It's the same with breathing. Long inhale, slight fixation, exhale. Then, again, inhale, exhale, inhale, delay. Massage the points of Logan, stimulate the pericardial canal, exhale, inhale, exhale, again inhale and exhale. They sat down, unfolded. And the same thing in the other direction, inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, delay, sit down and start rotating. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And again we bend our knees slightly. It's like picking up the ball again. Let's try to do it again, while under the account, to remember this movement. The fourth exercise is archery in 3 directions. In 3 directions. Once, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, that's 7. It was lowered here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the trajectory. Now, let's try to do it together and connect it with the breath. Are you ready? Let's go. Wonderful. Now let's try to do it together, with breathing and with music. Wonderful.
Еще
Another very important
важный
detail in this
в
exercise.
этом упражнении.
All
Все
movements in
перемещения
Qigong, they occur
Цигуна
approximately at the
происходят
second level.
приблизительно на втором уровне, так называемом. То есть
There
есть
is
такое
such a thing.
понятие, да, то есть как бы три
3
этажа,
floors
три
or
уровня.
3 levels. The
Верхний
top
этаж,
floor, the
третий,
third,
самый
the
высокий.
highest,
Когда
when we
мы
have our
строим
knees
какую-то фигуру,
straightened, whether it's legs
да,
together,
будь то
whether
ноги
it's legs
вместе,
shoulder
руки,
width
ноги на
apart,
ширине плеч,
whether it's in
будь
position.
на позиции
Mabu and the
полукруга,
others,
это
this is the third
третий
floor,
этаж,
the
самый
highest.
высокий.
Accordingly,
Соответственно,
the second
второй
floor
этаж– это
is
когда
when
мы
we bend our
корректируем
knees a little,
плечами то, о
and
чем
what I
я
was
говорил,
talking about, the back
выпрямляется
straightens,
спина,
that
то есть
is, the
открывается
min-main
грудь
area
спиной.
opens, this is the
Это
second
второй этаж.
floor.
Именно
It
на
is on the
втором
second
этаже
floor
происходят
that
все
all
перемещения,
movements take
потому что
place, because the knees are
колени
bent,
согнуты,
there is little load on the knee
нагрузки на
joint,
коленный
and you can
сустав
move your feet
немного,
even
и
there,
можно
even
перемещать
here, that
вниз,
is, it is
вверх,
on the
туда,
second
вниз-сюда.
floor.
То есть это на втором этаже.
There is
Если
also the
первый
first
этаж,
floor, the
самый
lowest.
низкий, да, то есть
In this
в данном
case,
случае мы
we
вот
are
мы
in this
прошли, эти левел
exercise.
прошли,
When we
все это
passed,
было на
it
втором
was all
уровне,
on the
и
second
вот мы
level,
опустились
and
на
now we have
первый уровень.
descended to the
Итак,
first floor.
сели
They
настолько
sat down as deep as
глубоко.
possible. We
Здесь
worked here, got up again on the
проработали,
second one,
пристали
sat
опять
down
на
on the
второй,
first one, got up again on the
сели на
second one,
первый,
and on the
опять
second level,
приподнялись на
we
второй,
move the body
и на
weight
втором
here and
уровне мы
transfer it down.
перемещаем сюда вес тела и переносим его вниз. И
And again
снова
we return,
возвращаемся,
turning the
переворачивая ноги
palms
на
to the
второй
second
уровень,
level,
слегка
slightly
сдвигая
bending the
ноги.
knees. Continued in the next series.
В следующей серии.
Tell us about your Qigong experience. Share your thoughts and results in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a like if you found it helpful, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing lessons like this one. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time. Health to you and your loved ones.